How's it going, guys? My name is Tavarish, and today I'm going to get my Fast and Furious Lamborghini Murcielago ready for its full paint job. And because it's a Fast and Furious movie car, I got parts from Japan, except these weren't overnight. They actually took a long time to get here. So if you guys are new to the channel, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoy it. I'm loving this because this is going to be the last day this car is in my garage before its paint job, which means it's the last day I have to look at this horrible paintwork. Now this, if you don't know, is my 2003 Lamborghini Murcielago. It was screen used in The Fate of the Furious, and the paint is, let's just say the paint is not good. It's a little bit rough, and it's a lot of bit rough. So today is going to be mainly a lot of disassembly, because in order to get this car ready for the paint booth, I have to take off all the panels to make it as easy a job as I can for the guys that are painting it. But since I'm going to be doing a lot of work and it's just going to be a lot of time-consuming stuff, and you guys get to see it on slow motion and time-lapse, but I need something to listen to. It does get a little bit boring just doing work in the garage by yourself. Thankfully, today's sponsor solves that problem. I'm talking about Cove speakers. Now, Cove has supported this channel for quite some time, and you guys know why. This is their commuter speaker, and I use this legitimately every single day. This is an indispensable part of my wrenching schedule. So this speaker is portable, it's wireless, it can connect to any Bluetooth device. It has indoor and outdoor modes for bass and normal. It even has a subwoofer right here on the bottom for that thick bass drop, and it has a volume control knob up here. That's how you know that I have this maxed out. I like to listen to music kind of loud. But Cove also have this. I actually asked them to send me another one because mine got stolen. I won't name any names, but his name rhymes with Fandrew. This is their Strive Bluetooth Sports headset, and I'm just gonna do an unboxing right now. Comes in this little carrying case, and this is just as versatile as this. Well, actually, it's a little bit more versatile if you want to be discreet. I play my music really loud, but in case my neighbors don't like the kind of music I listen to, then you get these babies. These are water resistant. They can last for hours on a single charge. I haven't had any problems with these lasting all day, and you can charge them with a regular micro USB charger. So to get one of these awesome audio devices, hit the link in the description below to get 65% off. You can use my code down below and you get 65% off everything that they have. This is just an awesome deal, and these are really great products. So go check it out right now. So we begin back here with this awesome exhaust. That exhaust has to come off, and the reason why is because that exhaust is going to be modified a bit from what it is. I have modified it a little bit by adding two vibrant resonators to get rid of that rasp. This car was extremely loud. It had a really good tone after this Velocity AP X-Pipe, but it didn't have that tone that I wanted, the high-pitched wail that these cars are known to give. So I'm sending this back to Velocity AP, and I'm also sending them these tips so they can make some custom modifications to that, and hopefully we'll get that loud screech. Not screech, you don't want screeches from this car. A loud howl, wail, growl, bark. Then we're gonna take off these taillights because there's no point in having them on the car while the car is being painted. Then we're gonna take off the wing, and then we're gonna go on the front end, and I'm gonna show you what I bought from Japan, and boy howdy was it expensive. Okay, now that the back end of this car is all taken apart, we can actually see some of the extent of the work. Now, this spoiler, I put the spoiler over there. The spoiler was only held on with like some self-tapping screws that you get at Home Depot. So we're gonna have to figure out a way to get that on there a little bit tighter because I don't want this thing flying off at speed. I also put on the old exhaust, the old Quicksilver, whatever it is, straight pipe. And this is probably gonna sound like crap, but it doesn't matter because that's not staying on there. I just wanted it to be on there while this is at the paint shop. Yeah, I didn't want there to be fire shooting out of here potentially if they start the car. But we can also see that I took out the taillights, and the taillights are just the stock units, and they were painted black because why would you need people to see you braking? You're probably going too fast anyway. But this is yeah, this needs to be reconditioned. Yeah, it doesn't sound very good. These are actually very expensive, and I plan on doing an upgrade to the LP640 taillights, which are really expensive. They're like $6,000 for taillights. Welcome to Lamborghini ownership, everyone. But now that we're done back here, I can finally show you what I have in the front of the car. And this is what we've all been waiting for, and what I've been waiting for about 2 months. This is my new front bumper. And it's not just any front bumper. This is an authentic Veilside front bumper. So this is not an authentic Veilside front bumper. It kind of looks like one, but this was styled to be like the Premier 4509 body kit. The only issue is that this was made in-house. The production company that made the movie, they kept on breaking these bumpers. I think they had a real one at some point, but then they made their own. They made a bunch, and they had a few of these cars, and then they broke them all, except for this one, but this one is, let's just say it's not exactly OEM. This part right here, there's supposed to be a little divot cut out. They just painted it, and nothing really lines up. It's all a little bit askew, and it would take too much time for me to fix this properly, so I went on the internet, and I found this. I love this part. It's like Christmas morning, except I bought all the presents myself. So this is the Veilside Premier 4509 bumper, the real one from Veilside in Japan. And this is made to order, meaning that they don't make it until you order it. And this was not cheap. The retail on this particular bumper was $5,000. And they do go up from there because this is the cheap version. I'd like to thank Donnie from VersusTradingCo. He really hooked me up with this bumper as far as getting it and arranging shipping and all that stuff. This was actually very, very hard to find. The carbon fiber version of this bumper costs $15,000, and I'm not spending that much, and nobody can tell if it's fiberglass or carbon fiber. Well, I guess you guys will know, but don't tell anybody. So one of the things I wanted to preserve on this build was keeping the movie look intact. It was very, very important because otherwise, what's the point of getting a movie car? I could just have any other Lamborghini and it wouldn't matter. But this is, well, the fitment should be on point because, again, this is a high quality bumper and there's a lot of reinforcement here. It smells Japanese, all right? So one thing you'll notice, or two things you'll notice on this bumper, is the fact that there are divots here, and these are for the headlight squirters. And I'm probably not gonna use the squirters, but I definitely want this to look more OEM. And this has already been primed. Now, I'm not sure how much work needs to be done as far as fitting it. So the guy that sold me the bumper said that this would fit exactly like OEM. So let's see if he's telling the truth. And take off that bumper, and then we're gonna compare it. And then hopefully I'll have a Lamborghini that doesn't look like shit. right, that montage was a little bit longer than I expected because I actually lost the footage of what I took with this camera. I did go around and talk about what I did, but now that I don't have that footage and it's a few days later, I'm gonna have to remember. So excuse me if I don't remember everything, but here's the car now in its sort of resting place until it gets into the next stage of its evolution in the paint shop. But take a look at it. There's so much room for activities. Now, the issue with me fitting on the new bumper was mainly I didn't have the brackets that I needed. Apparently, this bracket right here, this angle aluminum, is not stock. Lamborghini did not equip their cars with this. Apparently, there's a bracket, 2 brackets actually, that go right here. They have 3 bolts right here and 3 bolts right there. Each bracket is around $500. So I had to get a used set. I think I spent $600 on the pair, which is a bargain. But I think that with that, I'll get the bumper on. I'm not really concerned about it at all. Coming down here, we can see that there's a lot missing from this area. I think this is where the windshield washer reservoir went, and also this thing, I think that's also maybe washer thing. There's so much overspray here, and there's a bunch of disconnected plugs. Not sure where this all goes. I don't think it's all from the washer reservoir system. This carbon fiber is definitely carbon fibery. Now, one thing I wanted to call attention to, excuse me, other Lambo, is this. When I took off the door sill, I'm not sure if this is OEM Lamborghini or not, but this was very hard to take off, and I ended up damaging both left and right door sills. This is just glue. It's like really thick silicone, and it's adhesive, so I don't know if this is stock. I don't know if this is gonna be taken off, or I need to take it off, but I'll just let the body shop handle this because I'm sure that they deal with a lot of this stuff. But the reason why I took that off is because I want this all to be painted in the OEM color. Well, not the OEM color, but in the same color that the car is going to be painted, which is going to be this color, just nicer and not yellow and black in some places. I also took off the mirrors, and the reason why is because it's just a liability at this point. The mirrors cost a lot of money. Those of you who have watched that video will know that I spent $2 grand on the mirrors, and that was, again, bargain. And the thing about those mirrors is that if you actually fold them in manually, you break the internal mechanism, and basically I need to get a new mirror. So that is no good, and I didn't want anybody mistakenly pushing them in because they stick out a lot. They're like really, really long. But both mirrors are done. The interior is stripped. I have the door sills off. I have the bumper off. I have all the brackets and all the headlights off. I have the hood on. This was not the original hood that I got with the car, but I think this is the original hood to the car. In the back, I have everything taken apart so they can paint it individually. I have the exhaust put on here, the old exhaust put on. But the new exhaust is getting sent out. I took out the taillights, I took out all the trim in the back, and I will be doing something about that overspray nastiness that you can see right here. So that's gonna be afterwards, but this car is ready for the paint shop. So in the next video, you're gonna see this thing at the paint shop, and I wanna know how much this is all gonna cost, because this might go to SEMA. Now I say might because I'm in talks right now with a company that wants to take a car to SEMA. They don't know whether it's this one or maybe some other one. Honestly, I think this car would be perfect because it has some provenance, it has some movie history, and also you guys would make this thing a little more popular, especially at the SEMA convention, and it would be my first time going, so that'd be kind of cool. That's gonna be it for today. I'm actually right on the tail end of another build. This kind of caught me by surprise, the fact that I lost all the footage. So my shop is a complete mess because this is directly after my Supra build, which is over there. So if you haven't seen that, that's a huge, an hour and a half long video that you guys should definitely check out. But until next time, this is me reminding you guys that on cars like these that now have, well, everything ready for their paint shop debut, you guys need to wrench every day. Man, it's hot. out.